how it should be.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know we have a lot to talk about after this episode, as well as some of the news that has been announced for the show. Oh, what's going on, Justin?
How's it going, guys?
So I'm sure you guys have heard the announcement that Captain America 4 is being written as we speak. Captain America 4 is being written as we speak. What's going on, Mr. Hurt?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's up? I was late last week. I was like a minute late. I tried to log in. I tried to get in, and it's like, nope, too late. So I'm like, damn, okay. Yeah, they did me.
You got in. You got in. I was actually having problems with the link last week.
Oh,
because some people that got it couldn't get in, so I had to create a brand new link. So maybe that could have been part of the problem as well. But you're here now, so that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, I'm here now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. So as usual, we know that we have this show divided into 3 distinct sections, and let's get started. Oh yeah. First, thoughts and impressions. Let's start with Sir Ernest. Talk to us, man.
Yo, this was a great episode. This was amazing. Only downside I would say is the confession scene. You know, we'll probably get into that. I thought that was a bit underwhelming. Everything else was really, really dope. The reveal of who was why am I forgetting her name?
Power broker.
Yeah, who was a power broker? I kind of guessed that too. I was like, yeah, shady.
You know what? I was super suspicious of Sharon. Yeah. Off of 2 different situations. The first time when she met up with the others by the ship cargo beds, and she was like, "Oh, looks like we have a problem, or we have a couple of problems. I'll tell you on the way." Yeah. And they never explained what that was. And then fast forward when she was on the phone with Batroc, aka GSP. I was like, okay, why is she making a deal with him? But I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah. Also, when she was on the phone with Sam and she was in that art gallery.
Yeah. That was very intriguing.
Had to be
what else stood out about this episode off of first impressions, Sir Ernest?
After that, it was pretty much John Walker's turn. I mean, he was going to be a U.S. agent, but just how they did it, honestly, thought it was going to be uglier than that. Like how he wasn't going to accept the fact that no, I'm Captain America, and he accepted it graciously. So
I was going to say he didn't really he didn't really throw much of a tantrum the way I thought he would.
Yeah,
I'm Captain America.
That's exactly when we saw that end scene credit from last week. I was like, oh yeah, he's making a new shield and he's gonna, claim Captain America. Then it's gonna be the battle of the Captain Americas. But we didn't get that, so I'm satisfied with that. So
Well, the funny thing to me was the fact that he spent all that time making the shield. Didn't really last very long.
And he kind of just left it behind.
Well, he had no. I mean, look how damaged it was. It was folded up.
It was messed up.
But his Medal of Honor was in there. All 3 of them.
I was about to say. I'm like, why put Lamar's badge on it if you're just not going to value it? You should have just kept the badge.
Right?
Yeah.
Psychosis.
Yeah.
It was probably to keep him grounded. Yeah, during the fight.
Well,
that is true. He did look at it, and I was like, oh, right. he's on that stuff again. But then when he looked at the badge, I was like, oh, he's channeling Lamar. So I'm like,
Did you guys notice the twitching that kept happening with U.S. Agent throughout the show? Like every now and then he'd be talking and then just, and it was just like, you good?
I don't think he's not. Yeah.
You good, buddy?
What is that?
He's not. But he's like feeling the effects. I think he's probably going through withdrawals. Like that serum is probably so powerful. One hit will make you react like that, even if you just did it one time. Well, so it could be it.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Sir Robbie, talk to us. First thoughts and impressions.
First thoughts and impressions is, oh my goodness. Finally, they ended it by saying Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
I called that one. I'll put out. I did call that. I got some other things wrong, but we'll talk about that later. I love the Isaiah Bradley scene. Isaiah Bradley scene was my favorite part of probably the whole series.
Yeah.
Seeing the reaction of Isaiah Bradley. And did you guys notice his grandson's look on his face in the background?
He didn't know that he did all that, apparently. He was inspired. He was like, wait a minute, that's you?
Yeah. That's his aha moment. That is his aha moment.
Mm-hmm.
I firmly believe.
Hey. What's up? I needed the loo. I said to GQ, I don't know what time you're starting, but I actually really needed to go. But I'm just glad I'm here now.
We're glad you're here. But
sorry, I interrupted you, Robbie.
No, you're good. You're totally fine. I believe that scene's actually going to be the crossroad moment for the inception of the idea of the Patriot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin, first thoughts and impressions.
Okay, so first and foremost, I have to say this. That suit.
Oh, no.
Damn,
that
suit. Comic book. It was super comic book accurate.
What did I say? What did I say?
Absolutely phenomenal. Just seeing that suit, I squealed. I was just like, I lost it. So that's the first thing. Secondly, like Robbie was saying, that Isaiah scene, Marvel tried very hard to make me cry at this episode, and those sons of bitches succeeded.
Yeah.
Like at the end there, when he just shook his hand, then he just went for the hug.
I love that scene.
This guy showed no, like, he tries to be all stoic the whole time, and then he just broke down at the end. That was, damn.
That was touching. That was extremely touching.
Also, speaking of things we called, I also called that there was not going to be a fight between U.S. Agent and the Falcon or Winter Soldier, because I knew they'd have to eventually work together.
Yeah.
So I did see that one kind of coming.
That could happen further down the line. Maybe.
And the last thing also, bro, that scene where he had this, like, his wings around the cop and then the shield on top.
Oh, yeah. That was
bro.
Oh, man.
That was glorious. That was glorious to see.
It was.
Right.
But just so that I don't say everything all at once, I'll let someone else go now.
What were you going to say?
I totally forgot something I actually learned. So if you look at the top of Falcon's suit, it has the two stripes as wings, kind of like the Air Force symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cap's suit actually had three in Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Huh.
There actually might be some symbolism.
Yeah, you're right.
To that.
I've got the poster. Yeah.
So there's something in the Air Force. My grandpa served 25 years. It's called the Fallen Formation, where they'll take what's normally a 5-man route. So they have one plane in the middle, 2 on either side, and they'll intentionally fly it with 4 to symbolize a fallen brother.
Mm.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of people that say that the way the 4 stripes on the suit are symbolizing a fallen, they're symbolizing that formation, so that he is honoring Steve Rogers every single time he flies.
That's dope.
Wow. Also, Also the beginning of the episode where Sam just flies in and just no hesitation says, I'm Captain America. I'm like, damn right you are.
That was cool.
And I was also telling oh, sorry.
No. I was just saying, I'm just very impressed how comic accurate it is. That's all.
Yeah. As soon as he walked in, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I see it. But the last thing, something I was telling GQ earlier, there's 2 scenes from this show that I think are Emmy worthy. The first one is Bucky when Ayo tells him you're free, and you can like see the emotion just overwhelming him. And the second one is the speech that Sam gave at the end. I love when that senator called them terrorists. Yeah, that was just a damn good scene.
Yeah. I agree. I was a little worried because I was like, okay, as good as this speech is, I hope nobody gives it flack because it might be too on the nose.
I can't stand critiques at all. But you know, I'm into that stuff. So it's like I like when Obviously, if it's done correctly, like how Marvel does it, because DC tries it, and I think it's terrible. But it
doesn't come off as being overly preachy or something.
Yeah,
that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, exactly. So I love that stuff. That was my favorite scene.
All right, and now let's go over to Dwayne Hurt with the disco party happening in the background.
You know, I probably add some new flavor, bring some new flavor to the show here. Like,
me a seizure warning.
Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and give you one flavor right here. I think I like episode, but I mean, I think this is my opinion here. I don't really like the costume that Sam had.
Someone that was gonna say it, of course.
It's like I don't know what it is. Like John Walker, how come John Walker has a better costume than Sam?
How dare you?
Well, the both costumes are sick. I love the both costumes.
No, John Walker has a good costume.
Yeah, and
now, are we talking about the black one, or are we talking about the one that he had before he?
The black one.
Honestly, both.
U.S. Agent.
Honestly, both suits are awesome. The black one is cooler though.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's better. And I like that. I'll tell you what I really like about this episode. The action, man.
Yes.
We got that Winter Soldier movie
action
in this movie.
It was like the first 25 minutes just straight action.
Right.
That's crazy.
And what I really like the least favorite character in this episode was Bucky, man. They didn't do enough. They didn't do enough for him. Look,
it was cool. I like it.
He had emotional stuff at the end when he had to he made amends for that man. He had that was an emotional trope right there, and I knew that was coming. But as far as him with the action, I was like, yo, this is more Sam, and then you got John Walker coming at the right time, and they took over. Where's Bucky? Bucky out there they gave him some weak stuff.
He was fighting dude though.
He was fucking dudes the whole time that Sam was up there fighting Batroc.
They gave him weak stuff, man. He had to pull the door off to save the people. What is this?
He got hit with a
No. Hold on, wait a minute.
Did you just say he was weak for having to pull a door off?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Wait, did you see the flag smasher? He smashed that like
it was a light pole or something.
Like a whole steel beam on him.
He had to hold it up with his arm. He got hit in the head as well, I think. How did he survive that?
John Walker.
Crazy.
John Walker had better stuff to do than Bucky in this episode.
I won't say that. I won't say he was doing that.
Okay, but it's
they
also
hardly
kind
did
of
anything
different.
on Walker this
It's
episode.
also a bit different though, because John Walker had a lot more redeeming to do. Because Bucky had been doing it since episode 1. John Walker had a lot of redemption to get caught up on. So in that last episode, it was nice how he just came in and decided to get the bus instead of to go chasing after the flag smashers. That was character growth for him. Definitely.
You're right.
But Bucky had some great moments. I can't have you dissing Bucky.
He was okay to me. He was okay. I was disappointed on his behalf. I just want to say, I tell you something. I tell you what was predictable. Sharon.
I said that. Yeah.
Oh, that shit. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
She was. And I'm glad
that was Plan B.
Yeah, I'm glad the episode ended like it had a happy little ending to the episode until the end credit scene.
Oh, yeah.
And my last thing. Okay, I'm gonna give you one last thing, man. I'm gonna give you one last thing because I know we got to move on from there. Do anybody have any sympathy for Connie? That's a question we're gonna answer later.
Listen,
not very.
I had sympathy for her around like episode 3, but then she became way too extreme.
And when she killed Lamar, that was it.
Yeah, I feel y'all on that.
No, when she blew up that building full of people, that was it for me.
That was the start. Yeah. Then the Lamar stuff made it worse.
That was crazy. But I'm still a Carly apologist. I'm sorry. She meant well. She's crazy, and I can understand all of that. But I'm gonna still defend her. And it had
You're
you
crazy.
No, I'm sorry. The ends do not justify the means. She had a good message, but the shit she did to get it across was wrong.
Facts, bro.
Maybe I'm looking at it like glass half full type situation. Like, yo,
bro,
okay,
brother, commit.
Bro, that glass isn't even quarter full. This shit.
I see what I see why. I see the why. That's all. I didn't like what she did. I see the why though.
She had no conviction. Like, that's the problem with her. Like, she kind of did
the same
stuff,
problem Loki had.
Well, there was even a part where she was talking to her teammates.
Yeah. One world.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I was like, Carter,
it's something that we are prepared to die for.
I laughed at that. I fucking laughed so hard at that. I was like, then you go, I'm out of here, bro.
I'm like,
that apology was weak. That apology at the end was weak. I was like, why are you gonna say sorry after you get shot? Like,
right? I would have honestly, I would have done anything for Sam at that moment. Like, I'm sorry. Kiss my ass.
If he said that. Can I tell you one thing that made me laugh about when Sam was fighting Carly? It's the way he said Carly, like mid-battle. He goes, Carly. Like, because obviously he doesn't want to fight her. But
like a disappointed brother.
Really, it was so off. It was like, Carly. It's like,
I mean, yeah, she a little girl. It's like, come on, little girl. I'm not gonna beat up a little girl.
Just the way he said Carly. It's like, Carly.
That right there was an older brother letting his little sister know, stop now or shit's going down.
Yeah.
So what about you, Shamoon? First thoughts and impressions.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like Justin said earlier on, oh my god, the start of this episode, because we were all waiting to see that freaking costume, and just seeing the way he throws a shield in, swoops in, and the wings. Oh, I freaking love that.
The wings.
And I love the whole the even what he says when the guard's like, "Who are you?" and he goes, "I'm Captain America," and he goes, "Oh, I thought Captain America was on the moon." I loved it.
That other part that cracked me up when he was like, you know what? I'll save that for specific moments and observations, but. Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
While he was showcasing himself.
Yeah, and then again, it really echoed the first episode, which again was like the Winter Soldier movie when Batroc came back and they both had this epic fight. I mean, I just wish they showed a little bit more, and we could have seen just a bit more of that, like a fully fledged version, like with Steve and Batroc, because you got to see that combat full on until the end of it. And I know so much is going on at the same time, and yeah, I think the action in this episode was like what we were waiting for. I just wanted,
more of this per episode.
Yeah. I mean, I just think I like this. I don't want to be negative. I like this finale, but honestly, I think I was just a bit annoyed how quick the episode was, and just it wasn't long enough. Like even that last scene with Bucky when he finally goes to that to tell him what really happened to his son, like done, like how they done the thing, like a bit more time, you know. So
that was a bit rushed.
Or echo what he said of that. He gave that character justice, and also why didn't that
like you're kind of breaking up?
Yeah, hold on.
I thought it was
amazing if they did.
Could you repeat that last part?
Repeat that last part. You sounded like you were underwater.
Well, you got you laugh.
Are you telling a ghost story or something?
I was about to say Blair Witch Project.
Yo, what is that? Wait, what is Dwayne doing?
Wait.
Yo, this man's just trying.
Can you hear me?
Going full on.
Oh, Shamoon is frozen. I don't know if he's frozen.
He said he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
And we're back.
Hey, y'all know what I don't like? Another thing I don't like about the episode.
What's up?
I don't like how they introduced Sam with his new suit. It could have been something more to. They just jumped. He just come flying his ass in there.
That was a good.
That was the whole point.
It was cool, but it could have been more epic. It just
okay. So you think it wasn't the reveal wasn't like super revealing enough? It was just kind of like here it is.
Yeah, it was like we're doing
it. I think I like the way they did it, but again, like I feel like this whole series, we've I mean, we really wanted to see that suit, like even like an episode earlier.
Yeah.
But I know they saved it for the finale. But for me, what was annoying is seeing this version of Sam. It's like I want to see more of that. I don't want to wait freaking I don't know how many years until the next project he's in. Like I wanted to see a little bit more of that. And just to touch on whoever said it earlier on, the Sharon stuff.
Yeah.
God, they ruined her character. I mean, they went in such a weird route with her.
Yeah.
But I'm still holding to whoever said it. I think it was you, GQ, about the scroll thing. Because there is that weird 180 degree... Robbie, you said it. That 180 degree turn where she's kind of all over the place. But that post-credit scene, it was interesting. But I'll tell you one thing. Did you guys notice the place, like where she was walking? I thought it was a reference to what happened in the 2007 The Death of Captain America comic, because Sharon Carter was responsible for killing Captain America in that comic, and he dies like on the steps, right? Because he's going up.
Yes.
I don't know if that was paying reference to that, because the location looked very similar to that.
It could be a possibility. Because I mean, it did look eerily similar to something. I just couldn't put my finger on it. Robbie, you were gonna say something.
Question for the boys. Are we going Dark Avengers? Is that what the whole
I would love to see that. I would love
Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
And Agent 13, is that like kind of what we're implying here?
I think you're right. I feel like they're gonna go that route.
It's a good chance.
Yeah.
And isn't US Agent the head of the Dark Avengers? Kind of like
he's the head of the West Coast Avengers.
The West Coast, the West Coast Avengers is what he's.
Because Vision, that White Vision's in that team.
Oh yeah.
And then I think there's someone else in this series, I believe, in this, because Walker's the leader of that, and then that White Vision's there. I think there's a few more we haven't got to yet, but I feel like West Coast Avengers is happening, Dark Avengers. We know Young Avengers is happening, and then New Avengers being Doctor Strange, the new Cap, Sam, Captain Marvel, all that lot. So there's a bunch of Avengers teams that are definitely trying to form.
And the Secret Invasion. Kind of like what you were saying. I do think that there's a good chance that we are that Sharon's still a Skrull. I think they might merge those stories. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I'm holding on to my theory.
I want to hear it.
Yesterday, and I was telling him that, and you guys may agree, the Secret Invasion series, right? This show can single-handedly recontextualize everything that has come before it by revealing that certain people were Skrulls the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
It could completely change the entire landscape of how we view the series.
Yeah.
Not the series, but the different movies
universe,
and what everything means.
That could be both good and bad, though, depending on.
I agree, because if they're using it for an excuse for someone being like a weird character, oh, there's a Skrull. I don't want them to kind of do this kind of repetitive thing and kind of ruin what the films were. They have to do it in a smart way where it makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't necessarily ruin what happened. If you do it to like a shitty film, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, if you're just making that film better, fair enough. But if it's like a great film and you add a Skrull to it, or someone was a Skrull, I mean, it has to make a lot of sense.
Right,
I feel like
they can't just throw in like that Happy Hogan has been a Skrull the whole time. Some shit like that.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That would piss off everyone.
Oh God, that would definitely cause problems. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next section. Are there any particular standout moments that you'd like to point out right now? Like, for example, piggybacking off of what you were talking about, Shimon, when the guy was like, that's Black Falcon.
Yeah.
That's Captain
America. That's Captain America.
I got a standout moment.
That made me laugh because
it's whack though. It's whack. It's whack though. It's gonna make everybody. It's a nitpicky moment though, but it stood out. Did anybody notice when Sam was fighting the one dude that was on what's his name? He tossed the fucking shield. That man kicked the chair and knocked the shield down. I think the shield is inconsistently used.
I guess it depends on how hard you throw it.
I think it's because Sam hasn't got that super strength. Remember?
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
He's not Steve or he's not John.
He's not a
he's
super
not like
soldier.
throwing it. Yeah.
Like
That
he
makes
just
sense.
got the shield. He just got it. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think the shield, if you think about it, the shield was never intended for a normal human being. It was made for someone with super strength. That's why the capabilities are better when Steve and John were using it. John uses it a little bit differently, but he can still use it as a frisbee. But we know Steve loves to be a bit more slick when he's using it and a bit more smart, like strategically.
Steve uses it like it's a physics toy.
Yeah, I mean, and then like it doesn't even make sense with the physics.
And
Even when Sam throws it, like it's still in the air, it's not going down. It's like it doesn't make sense. But
you still got to hand it to John Walker. That motherfucker knew how to use that shield.
Oh yeah,
I will give him that.
Yeah.
And
also,
bearing
just
in
props
mind,
to Wyatt Russell for being such a good actor that he's one of those guys who everyone hates now because of how well he plays his character.
Yeah,
he shield, which was pretty hilarious. But I thought he was going to have the US agent shield, but I was wrong because he hadn't become a US agent yet.
Right.
So
that's at the end.
But that shield got battered because all the flag smashers were beating it and stuff. You can see the dents.
That's how they closed up on that first shot where they just punched it and you saw the dents in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure after Carly kicked it, it was already like done. I mean, he used the shield pretty well. I mean, I was a bit annoyed he didn't really get his revenge, especially after how hungry he was to stop Carly. I felt like they did a massive U-turn on him a little bit later in the episode. Like he was like him and Bucky were like friends. Like I liked it.
Yeah. I would say that's a plot hole where in one episode he's so gung-ho on trying to take out this killer.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, the next episode, it's like he's just over it.
He had that quote, and then it's like.
Well, he did also see at the end that she had died. So maybe it was more important that she died than that he killed her.
But even prior to
that,
Abraham Lincoln quote, it was something about like justice is best served, whatever that quote is. You know, I don't listen to him like that, but like, so
that's Abraham Lincoln.
It was a good. I think it was a decent quote, but
it was a nice quote. Yeah, it was a nice quote, but he was like, "Abe Lincoln was a great man." I'm like, all right, no, he's.
It's different coming from you.
Good. You went from down here, I like you. Right. Exactly.
Good quote, bad messenger.
So I just want to know.
Only gotta come in the series and
see, that should have been Isaiah.
Yeah. I do like how, and I know Robbie was happy about this. How we're seeing Patriot being created right before our very eyes, and not even
because now he's interested in what his grandpa used to do because he didn't even know.
Exactly.
Right, because Sam kind of inspired that, and I mean that memorial scene, like you said earlier on. I mean that was a standout moment.
That was great.
It just would have been more complicated. I mean, not complicated. Complemented if you added just a scene with Isaiah during that time, just to see what he looked like, and also how he fought Bucky. That's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a missed opportunity to not have any flashback sequences of Isaiah Bradley in action.
Right,
doing the things that he does,
I'm assuming they're still casting who they're going to do for that.
Say it again.
I'm assuming that they're still casting whoever they're going to put as young Isaiah.
I hope they do more.
Wait a minute. I just thought about it. What if crazy thought? But what if they're withholding any sequences of Isaiah Bradley in action? And holding it for the movie Captain America 4.
That's a good point. You could start it off.
That might be that might be like the fade in scene. True.
And you're like, who's this guy? Oh yeah, Isaiah. You're like, this brother could fight.
Just see just a random black dude, strong as fuck. You're like, who is this dude? And then it fades into it being the old Isaiah. And it's like, okay, I see what's happening. Man. Let's go.
And then secretly he's the main lead in Captain America 4.
but like they're going to have a hard time casting a good young Isaiah Bradley because they made the mistake of having the Isaiah Bradley that's over 10 or 100 years old be absolutely massive. And you're going to assume that there was still muscle atrophy because he's over 100. They're going to need someone like, I can't think of the kid's name, but he was the runner-up for Mr. Olympia. Like He's 29 or 30 years old.
I know who you're talking about.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Ernest?
Yeah, I don't remember his name though, but
he's 6'3" and 310 pounds.
Yeah,
wow,
kid is massive.
And up until he went to the Mr. Olympia, he claimed he was natural. And I actually kind of believed him because he said, from this point on, I'm going to be taking performance-enhancing drugs. And he put on 40 pounds in 6 months.
Wait, that's a good point. Who is actually... We need someone stacked to play Isaiah, because essentially he's going to be a monster.
I'm playing him. I'm playing him.
You got to bulk up, bro.
Oh yeah. By the way, that's why I started working out. I'm the 6'3" black dude. They're getting to play. By the way, Disney, if you're listening, I'm open to auditioning. What's up?
Hey, man, you might be surprised, man. Somebody might see this video later and be like, "Ooh, let's find that guy that said that he'll do it."
Hey, you never know.
I could be a stand-in. Just a stand. Get the back of my head.
And also, by the way, Disney, if you are listening, look at the flag. I'm staring at me, so you get diversity points at the Oscars.
No, Dwayne could be one of the other super soldiers that Isaiah's like trying to help. He's like, "Help me, Isaiah!"
Hey, Isaiah, help a brother out, man.
Well, what if there's a time travel sequence and we go into the future
and Steve shows up?
Dwayne Hurt is actually Patriot as an older man.
Hey, that could work. That could work.
Now you're just trying to mess with our heads.
Because remember, we're going to be dealing with Kang the Conqueror very soon, and he deals heavy with time travel. So let's not rule it out.
But you know what would be awesome? The real question is, what if D Hurt's been a Skrull this whole time?
Wow.
Well, I said this to GQ like in the last streams a while ago. He could have been the Skrull the whole time. He might be finessing us right now. He might not actually be GQ. This might not actually be your cousin, Jay.
That's true. I might
be a Skrull
gathering data from all of our conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Like I send it back to headquarters.
You all might be Skrulls.
I know when Nick Fury is. I ain't telling y'all though.
Say again?
I know when Nick Fury at. I ain't gonna tell y'all.
So how much
actually about that though?
How much would we have to give you in order to get this information about where Nick Fury is?
Well, my cash out.
Wait a minute.
No, but still,
so you're telling me that a Skrull has a cash app?
How well she gonna blend in? Get that Cash App, get that Venmo, you know?
Yeah, blend in, man.
If you want to seem human, you do the human stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for Nick Fury. I will answer this question. Where's Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Where is he?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
That's a whole different. That's a different thing altogether.
Hey, but we're talking about where are people, and it fit here. It's still owned by the Mickey Mouse.
And where the hell's Waldo?
Yeah, where's Waldo? Where's Carmen Sandiego? Where's all of them?
The fans are watching. I can't tell you all
that. Hey, you know what? I got a question. Who was Sharon on the phone with?
Oh, good question.
That was Dwayne.
Probably the assistant that was in the car with her at the shipping yard.
Yeah.
Or is it Thunderbolt Ross?
Of that woman, because she keeps telling that woman, "Oh, I have to tell you stuff, and I have to give you more information." And it's like, what is her importance?
Right.
Maybe that person's maybe that one's the real power broker, and Sharon's the front.
I have the feeling that was like one of the solutions. Like maybe she took on this whole. What if she had to do this to get the trust from the real power broker? Like, you have to do this for me, and then I'll get what you want or whatever. Because she's basically a seller in the sense. She's like getting her old job back, and now she can exploit all these things about the government. So, like, what's her end game though? I'm so curious about that. Like, what is she going to be set up as a bigger villain? Or
I think it's just revenge. That's what it is. Yeah. She's upset.
What if
revenge on the government?
If she is a Skrull. Yeah. If she is a Skrull, what if she is the freaking Queen Skrull?
Dwayne, what Can you confirm?
Because the Queen Scroll is kind of part of the whole Secret Invasion stuff.
Tell you that. Not right now.
Not right now.
So now we're not confirming.
You cash
Dwayne,
you give me some cash at your cash at my stuff and
Well, you're 100% a scroll, bro. You're 100% a scroll. Only a scroll would be
Kick him out of the stream.
Like
Kick him out of the stream.
Complete side note, though, off of what's been talking about, like Nick Fury and everything.
Yeah. Everyone's
always talking about how Peter Parker should know Nick Fury because of Star Wars. But notice they also mentioned Hot Tub Time Machine in Endgame, but no one recognized Bucky from there.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize he was in that movie.
Yeah, he was
just mentioned it.
He was the ski lodge dude.
Okay. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Right.
I mean, it's a good movie.
Man.
I might watch it again.
I can't see him playing a comedy role, but hey, I'll watch it.
That's true. Unless he was in a comedy, he was in a comedy movie being serious.
Yeah.
No, he was like the serious character. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Because everything that I've seen him in,
yeah,
he's very stoic. He's very no nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even
doesn't
in
really get goofy or anything like that.
What was it? Even in Once Upon a Time, he was the Mad Hatter, but he was still pretty serious in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mad as the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
As the name would suggest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are there any other standout moments about this particular episode
Zemo's
that got you super excited?
Zemo's butler blowing up that truck at the end, and he's just like pimping.
You're right.
That was dope.
Just fades to him in prison. Got him.
Shamoon was flying. Hold on a minute, y'all. Shamoon, I see you in this episode, brother. I paused it. You was flying that helicopter when Falcon was trying to.
Wow. Are you calling me one of the flag smashers?
You was in the helicopter flying, brother. When that Asian lady, when Falcon was like, he told the Asian lady, "You need to take over this." You was in it.
I'm not telling you anything, bro.
During that part, I actually misunderstood that whole thing because when Sam said Red Wing, see if someone in there knows how to fly, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna blow up the whole plane and let everyone just fly into the water.
That's what I thought.
I thought Red Wing was gonna do just go, fuck you, Sam. I have my own way of doing it.
I think it was refreshing to see that he got Red Wing fixed, and he has like 3 other robots instead of just that one.
Yeah,
he had 2 more. Like Tony Stark had
because he had 2 on the side when he was pushing that truck upward.
Yeah,
that was very much.
That was an intense scene right there.
Did that remind you of like Spider-Man: Homecoming when Iron Man's like trying to fix that shit? It reminded me of that so much.
Because also look at the sort not exactly exhaust, but whatever his suit shoots out when he's flying. It looks a lot like Tony Stark's arc reactor technology.
I mean, considering that he got that suit made from Wakandians.
Yep.
I think it's probably a little better than some Stark technology.
Yeah. Are they called Wakandians or Wakandans?
It's Wakandans.
Wakandans? I don't know.
I don't know why, but I was expecting the
Wakandians just sounded too funny.
One thing I will say about Sam's suit, I was expecting it to have more of a metalish look to it, just because I thought it would be all vibranium.
Yeah,
but I thought it was going to be like full vibranium.
Yeah, but then again, it could be a vibranium mesh.
True.
Kind of like how the Black Panther suit.
Like a chainmail type thing.
Oh yeah.
It has to be vibranium. Like it has to be. How many times do you take like a get-on punch to the chest or the shoulders from a super soldier, and he kind of just staggered back? The only thing that could withstand that's vibranium.
Yeah.
Which on that note, if that is what he's doing, it would make more sense to also have a full cowl on his head instead of just having the top of his head being open, because he's a normal guy, not a super soldier. So that extra protection would be useful for him.
That makes sense. Actually, that's a great point. Like, you should have a freaking whole thing. Like, make more sense.
He should have his head all the way open.
Because if he's just flying, imagine just flying, he's looking down. Someone shoots him right there. He's done.
Oh yeah,
it's one blind spot.
Who's the next cap? Bucky.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to be a bullet at that point. It just needs to be a bird. There we go. Bye, Captain America.
Pigeon, just eats his brain. That's a great point though. Like, yeah, he needs some more protection, especially like because he's got no serum.
I'm not sure if they even considered any type of practicality in this particular case for the design. They were just like, how can we make sure that as he's wearing this suit, we make sure that everybody knows that this guy is black?
Oh man, I can't tell from the skin color or something like that.
Show the girls.
Let's make the outfit as white as possible to contrast with his dark skin. That way people know this is Captain America, but he's black.
Also, one thing we were talking about a couple weeks ago is how Steve never introduced himself as Captain America, except for in the first movie, of course. But he just walked in and was like, "Hi, Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers." Yeah. So I was kind of expecting at the beginning when Sam walked in, they were like, "Who are you?" He should have been like, "Sam Wilson," instead of saying Captain America.
Yeah, because I was expecting him to be like, "You nailed it. I'm just a nigga from Louisiana."
Oh my god, what a missed opportunity!
I'm just the brother from round the corner.
I thought he could have just said he was from Wakanda. They would have been like, "Oh, damn."
I thought the white dude though was gonna say, the guy who asked him, I thought he was gonna say, "Hold on, Captain America is black." Like I thought. I was like,
that would have been too far.
No, that's too much. That's too much.
That would have been too far.
That would have been too much.
You know what would have made me laugh? Come on now.
You know what would have made me die laughing? Right? Where he walks by and he goes, "I'm Captain America," and then the camera pans over and you see Sam Jackson from Django with a pissed off look on his face.
Who that nigga?
I know
with that shield.
You know, wait a minute. Who that nigga with the wings? Did he just drink Red Bull?
Nah, GQ, what you said earlier on, I honestly wish they said that. I wish Sam had said that now. That would have been gold. That's like rush hour comedy gold. Like that's like
that would have been perfect.
Oh,
that would have been perfect.
You know what else they missed out on?
As soon as you mentioned Sam Jackson's Django character, I could see him just going like, "Look at Captain and nigga go over here."
That's Uncle Ruckus over there. You know that Uncle Ruckus. Perfect.
A whip, a noose, a job application.
Oh Lord. Okay. So now,
there's one other thing I noticed that I wish they would have done. That I really wish they would have done when Carly and Sam are fighting, and she says, "Stay down."
Oh yeah,
I can do this all day. Yes,
final warning.
That's what I wanted.
I was waiting for him to say that.
Yeah. I think they were just trying to shadow that scene rather than try and copy exactly the same. I think they're trying to make Sam a little bit different from Cap.
I understand.
I mean, Steve.
That.
I think that's the only reason why. I know exactly what you mean. There, I was like,
you know what,
are you gonna say it?
I think there could have been a way to say the same thing without saying the same exact thing. He could have easily said, "All day, baby."
Yeah, because he said that to his nephews. Oh no, nieces.
There we go.
Yeah.
We could have done that, and I would have been happy. I would have been happy because you were still paying. It felt like it was paying more homage.
Oh my god! I've just thought of so many things you could have said that were better. It could have been way better.
No, all he said
I can
was
do this all day, baby. Cut the check.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Also, I'm still waiting for him to go on your left to someone, anyone.
Right. Oh, I got a question. I got a question. Do y'all think Bucky clapped them cheeks?
His sisters?
Sharon.
Oh, Sharon?
Near the end.
Sharon, no.
Near the end. Him and Sharon went off like after everything was over, they went off into little. They walked.
She just got shot. She had just gotten shot.
Yeah.
Wait, can we just bring it back?
Bucky clapped them cheeks, man.
Wait. Can we just bring it back to what Dwayne said a few streams ago? Sarah's gonna die.
Oh shit! He did. Oh yeah. He did say that she was gonna die. Carly was gonna kill her, and it was gonna give Sam extra motivation to do his job.
Yeah.
Instead of getting killed, she's just simply getting destroyed.
Oh wow!
Damn.
I knew somebody was gonna bring that up.
man. I can't believe you Oh man, no, that's too much.
I had her going down, but she survived.
But at the same time, I was also kind of thinking that it should have been Sam who killed Carly, just because that was his fight.
That's a great point.
True.
Like it sucks that it had to be Sharon, because Sharon's cool and Sharon is strong, but her ended up being the power broker and all that. It was kind of, as you were saying, I think it was Shamoon. It was kind of rushed.
Yeah, so like the way they delivered it as well. She just suddenly turns into a villain and then back to being good. Villain.
It's like, oh, by the way, I'm a power broker. Cool. Right. Okay. Yeah.
It was a missed opportunity, man, because it was like it was very anticlimactic for Sharon to be able to get that kill.
Right. Mm-hmm. It wasn't very big, yeah.
So, and with that gunshot. Yeah. Something about getting shot is just not very cinematic.
Yeah, it wasn't like a dramatic death.
Yeah.
It was just
I'm sorry.
But wasn't Sharon like a few minutes away from passing out from the shot that she just took?
Yeah, like
right.
That would have taken her out. Like,
yeah, but she's standing there like nothing even happened, walking away.
Also, major red flag. Where the hell did she get that? What was that thing she used to kill the driver? Some sort of cyanide?
mercury thing. Yeah, I was not expecting that.
What was that?
Right, yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
It came out
some underground illegal weapons crap.
That's some Marvel Netflix type of shit,
And then they even Bucky asked her like, how'd you get it? How'd you manage to pull that off? She's like, oh yeah, I just mercury poisoned this dude, nothing major.
Man,
yeah, no big deal.
I rewinded that part like 4 times trying to figure it out.
I was like, excuse me, I did not just hear what I just heard.
You want to know something funny?
When I first seen it, I'm thinking she stole his keys or something. She got a bomb in the car or something. But I was like, damn, okay, that's weird.
The way his skin was boiling, that was a painful death.
Yeah.
GQ knows this.
Definitely against the Geneva Convention.
Right.
GQ, so you know the guy, that flag smasher that was killed. So GQ knows this. So that's the guy that I interviewed, and afterwards, when we saw the finale, I messaged him and said, "Brother, they did you dirty, but killed him like that."
What did he say? What was his response?
He just said, "I know, right?" Like, obviously, because I spoke to him before the finale, he couldn't say anything, but they did him dirty like that. I've never seen anyone die like that in the MCU.
You gotta ask him, how's your head next time?
That's messed
up. I was kind of waiting for some of the Flag Smashers. I was kind of disappointed that none of the Flag Smashers turned on Carly at the end there when she was like, "We will die."
That was another thing they could have done.
Yeah, they could have had them turn on
Flag Smashers have a change of heart and show some type of resistance. It would have made the whole thing more interesting.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was thinking. I thought when they got caught, those 4 who got caught, I thought they were just gonna turn her in, and that would
especially the Asian guy, because you could see his doubt building up over the episodes.
Yeah, he had that expression all the time, like, is this Carly should be doing this or not? Like he always doubted it deep down.
Like, Carly, I'm your homie, but I think you're losing your shit.
You're wilding right now. Yeah.
What's your deal? You tripping? Just because you're ready to die.
I mean, I'm ready to die. To me, she's ready to die. She's not ready to die either. So it's like,
they were so hesitant.
It's like, girl, you're like a white girl in a horror movie right now. You tripping over nothing.
I'm an Asian dude, not a white girl.
Hey, by the way, I am stealing that line for a future video.
Justin won't be there.
All right. I know there's no future episodes. So of course, obviously, there's not anything to predict in terms of episodes.
Not necessarily, because there may be a next season. Because that's why they changed the name at the end. So they might
Captain America.
Now it's just going to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I was kind of bummed that it wasn't Captain America and the White Wolf.
A lot of people
that might come next, though. That might be next season.
I think the reason why it's not called the White Wolf is because remember Io said make yourself scarce from Wakanda for White Wolf. So what this is why I kind of going back to what I said before in another stream. This is why I feel like he could be part of the Thunderbolts kind of stuff because I think he is in one of the groups in the comics, and again he could embrace that Winter Soldier side without being the Winter Soldier, if you know what I mean. Like he can still use he can still be of use and be a good guy in a sense, but he can't be the White Wolf right now because again, like I said, don't come to Wakanda for a while. So we don't know how long that is though. That could be like 2 years, you know. So
true, very true.
It ain't like Bucky doesn't have time. 107-year-old ass or however old he is.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? I want to point this out. When Bucky spent a lot of time in Wakanda, so ever since he came back to America, he never looked back. He was attracted to chocolate from that point on. That's why. That's why that relationship with the Asian chick in the beginning of the series was like kind of into it.
That's such a great bit of detailing.
Man, she's cute.
That is
so he's no Wakandan. You know what I'm saying?
Not enough ass, you know.
Yeah, he gets the Asian girl at the beginning. He's like, okay, she's cool. He gets to Sarah, and he's like, hey, what's up, girl? What's happening? What's happening?
When he saw Sarah's sister, he's like,
Maybe he was like, I couldn't hit it in Wakanda. Now's my chance.
Yeah. How do you know he didn't hit it in Wakanda?
He was
we don't know.
Hey, look,
I think they love him out there.
I'm just saying, Bucky and Io have a very close relationship. So as far as we know, they did some shit.
I'm like, look, man, look. What is Bucky doing, chilling with Ayo by themselves in the middle of a fire? Y'all some freaks. I want to know what happened after. I want to know what happened after she told him that he was free. I wonder how he thanked her.
Anyway,
I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you. The coup de clap was so good. It had that boy crying. That's why he was crying right there. He was like,
imagine they cut the scene and she was. Imagine they cut the scene and then she was like, "Let's have sex," and then that's literally the rest of the scene.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Come now, let's be honest. She just said something a lot more badass.
For them to transition from something emotional, like a huge weight lifted off his shoulders. She's like, "You are free," and he starts crying, and he's like, "How did I ever thank you?" I can think of one thing. and then it cuts to like a montage of different animals in the jungle. And then it cuts back.
No!
Wait. And then it cuts back, right? It cuts back to Io resting on Bucky's chest while Bucky is holding his other arm in his hand, only to leave the audience wondering, why did he have to take his arm off? Whatever they had to do in this scene.
That'd be nuts.
He needs to be able to reach something.
GQ's too imaginative, man. This sounds like you're directing.
Like,
I was literally freestyling this whole vision as we went along.
All I could think was like, as far as we know, it was like some sort of orgy type thing where he's like, okay,
oh my god,
the Dora Milaje and the White Wolf.
Too far.
Oh my god!
All right, so bringing it back to the Marvel family theme.
So back to PG-13.
Yes. I think we were skating on our territory. Okay. So
and aren't you supposed to be a Christian?
All right. So questions, predictions, theories. Do you have any of the above moving forward now that we've seen the entire series? Talk to me, Robbie.
Question. For those of us who have not read the Thunderbolts series, is it Is it kind of like the Marvel's version of like the Suicide Squad?
Very much so.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Very much so.
Same vibe.
Okay. For asking that, Robbie, because that is actually good to know. I haven't read it either.
I think the only difference is these people are actually willing to do what they're doing, and they don't have a bomb implanted in their heads. They're not being forced into doing this.
Yeah, DC's trying to be a bit darker with that shit.
Because on that, I was gonna say, my prediction is that Zemo is gonna escape from prison and take some people with him on the way out.
And he's gonna wear that purple mask a little more often because
right.
I was a little disappointed that he only wore the mask in one episode and it was only for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and
they overhyped that in the trailer.
I feel as though what's his face? So we all saw that Taskmaster is gonna be in the Black Widow movie, and that is a prequel type thing. So my idea is that Taskmaster is in the same prison with Zemo, so Zemo's gonna have to break him out.
I think Thunderbolt is going to go to that prison and then recruit a bunch of them and then get Walker and then obviously Thunderbolt's created. Yelena Belova is also part of that team and she's in the Black Widow film. So, you know, she's a Black Widow, I think, as well. So she's kind of passing that mantle over to her instead of Nat.
So it makes sense to postpone the Black Widow movie because I feel like that's gonna be have to come out before Thunderbolts, though.
Yeah, and Ross is in that.
Sort of lead into that.
Yes, and Ross is in that. So like maybe the post-credit scene is kind of teasing about that, and Val was supposed to be in Black Widow as well. So kind of curious what her role would have been. I'm pretty sure she would have been connected to Leviathan because like if she was going to show up in this is to do with that. So would make more sense. Because in the comics, I think she's kind of, she has that Madam Hydra identity, and she's also kind of part of Leviathan, but she's kind of like this, using an identity to get her way through. So she's definitely trying to assemble something or start some shit.
Now, they did say that this character was supposed to be in Black Widow originally before Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If we stuck to the original release dates, it would have been Black Widow. We would have seen her. And then we would have seen her again in Black Widow. So I'm wondering what her significance is in Black Widow. Because I know, Marvel Studios likes to take liberties on certain things from the comic to kind of fit the, I guess, real world cinematic aesthetic.
Right.
But it's going to be very interesting to see what relevance she holds.
It might actually like. Oh, so go ahead.
All right. So I read a theory about what her role might be in the Black Widow film. Some people believe she's something to do with the Red Room, and like kind of the involvement with all the Black Widows, including Nat especially. I mean, we did see a bit like a flashback in Age of Ultron, but that wasn't Val. It was like someone else telling her to shoot. But she could have easily been behind that whole thing with the Red Room. So maybe that connects her to Nat and also connects her to Taskmaster. Maybe that's kind of like a subplot in a sense.
Possible.
But yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Justin, you were saying?
I know, because she kind of seems like their Nick Fury almost. So my theory on that would be like, because the Black Widow movie is going to be based on ScarJo, as we all know. So she's going to be the main focus on it. But I think like at the end of it, like at the end of the first Iron Man, Val's just gonna show up and bring up like the Thunderbolts and things of that. Like that. So kind of like a post-credit scene, maybe. Like you don't know what kind of
I think it's
you stepped into.
I think it's either Val or Thunderbolt that's gonna do that 100%. Because Thunderbolt is, I mean, I don't think she's working with Ross unless that's something they do. But like that would be interesting if those two kind of form the Thunderbolts.
If she is, Ross is her bitch, not the other way around.
It seems like it, yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't give a damn.
Yeah, she's kind of like, I'll just do whatever I need to do. And doesn't have a chip on her shoulder. She doesn't care.
Yeah,
she has this.
They reveal the U.S. agent suit in the middle of just the whole room where it's like she doesn't care. She does whatever.
We don't need a Captain America. We need a U.S. agent. And I was like, oh, she doesn't give a shit.
That was a very nice way to reveal that name.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I was like, they said the thing. Because you always wait, because you know what a character is, but you always wait for them to actually say that actual name in the episode before you get super excited about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me something to drink. I'll be right back.
I'll be right
back.
All right, man.
Okay. All right, so Sir Robbie, Mr. Whitaker, talk to me about what you see moving forward with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, both on the small and big screen, based on what we've just seen at the end of this series.
So I think they're going to try to. I don't know if they're just trying to hint at different storylines and slowly bring them in, or if they're planning on merging them. Like, I'm starting to wonder if they're going to either merge like the West Coast Avengers storyline and Secret Invasion, or the Dark Avengers storyline and Secret Invasion. But it feels like
that's a good point.
Something feels like it's going to merge, and maybe heck, it could be the Young Avengers storyline that they merge. But it feels like they're trying to bring too many stories in at once.
Disney. Probably both.
I agree with you.
I feel like what they may do is they may, instead of going the Dark Avengers route, because there's going to be too many Avenger storylines to keep up with.
Right.
If they do that, because then they would have that. They would have the Young Avengers. Then they have the core team of the new people that are replacing the old people. It might be too much. So I think they might fuse that whole thing with Thunderbolts, maybe.
I think they'd have to because it's so similar. But then, if they're doing Thunderbolts and Dark Avengers, like they got different people, like Norman Osborn, and like, how is Sentry going to fit in Thunderbolts? Like, I thought Thunderbolts is supposed to be a bit more grounded in the sense because the villains they have are actually, in a way, they could fit in Sentry. But yeah, I agree with Robbie because they kind of did this with the Secret Avengers, New Avengers thing, and I feel like they took a bit of inspiration from both in Infinity War. So the Secret Avengers being Sam, Steve, and Widow together for those years, and then the New Avengers were like Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. You know, like I kind of got that vibe. Maybe they do it in like a sense like that. So I agree with Robbie. Like it's going to be so many different groups to jumble. But the thing is, with Disney Plus, they could give them fully fledged versions. So like. Maybe one's a film, one's a series, and it goes like that, perhaps.
Exactly, because now that they've started doing shows like WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, they've really unlocked a whole new way of doing things.
Right.
So it's really unknown what's going to happen next. My thing also is they've sort of set up that they can do a next Avengers type thing in a way in the future with the kids after an Ultron.
Yes,
because
Young
in
Avengers.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. They've given it away that Ultron, like the Ultron head, still had the red light on, so it could still be sort of alive. So that might come back way later.
I don't know.
Here's a far out theory, but it may not be as far out. What if what the Skrull are currently running from, what the reason we're having Secret Invasion is because they're already dealing with Kang the Conqueror?
But if he's coming into Ant-Man 3, I feel like they're connecting that with the quantum realm. I mean, I feel like maybe they might do it ever since like Captain Marvel movie, the events of that. There have been Skrulls, but it just took such a long time for them to do this plan of the whole Secret Invasion. So
maybe it took a while for them to finally reveal themselves.
Yeah, because like all the stuff going on, but the stuff with Thanos, they're like, you can't do this now.
Here's the thing that makes it interesting, though. Because in the comics and in the animated features, Skrulls were the bad guys, and in the MCU, as of now, as we know it, the Kree are the bad people, and the Skrulls are apparently the allies. So it's going to make me wonder what the whole basis of the Secret Invasion is, unless something took place that made the Skrulls evil. Or there are a few evil Skrulls mixed in with the good ones.
I think it would make sense. It's like humans, right?
Evil ones.
Yeah, I feel like there'd be like the ones that really despised, the other races because they were like dying out, and then
also they had to live in that like shitty space station for years on standby mode because they couldn't risk it. So you could bet that some of them are pissed off.
Well,
100%.
Why do they have to be? Why does it have to be good guy, bad guy? Why couldn't they have just taken the opportunity to get help when help presented itself? maybe they take a page from like a Project Red, or like the Witcher stories, where there's not necessarily a good guy, bad guy between the Kree and the Skrull.
You know,
true.
But just
maybe it's just a matter of just disagreements.
Not necessarily, because think, Captain Marvel also kind of really made the Kree the bad guys.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, they kind of painted them to be the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's a tough one.
But that may not apply to all Kree, just like it may not apply to all Skrulls to be good.
True.
There might be just a gray area across the board.
They might have just been a rogue unit that she was in.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Because because it was only the Jude Law side of those guys that were working.
Yeah, Yon Rogue.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Like they were working under Ronan the Accuser, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the whole Kree crew was. So
that's true.
It could.
I'm kind of curious. Wait, so Fantastic Four when is that coming out again? Just
I think that's much later. I think 2023 or 2024.
Right. So Secret Invasion's happening before that because they've pretty much said that.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about, so the events in that, what if they I'm kind of curious if Super Skrull is going to make an appearance, because Super Skrull is a villain to the Fantastic Four, right, from the comics.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that they could set up something like that for Fantastic Four and kind of do more with the Skrulls, because the Secret Invasion storylines are really about the Skrulls, but I'm kind of curious what they do like later on with them. Like, is that it after that for them, or is it going to be more?
Well, well, you know what? As of lately, because I always thought they were just doing all of the characters having their trilogies and then that's it. But that's out the window since they're doing a Thor 4, they're doing a Captain America 4. But I do realize that it's not going to stop at just one movie with Fantastic Four. I think they're going to expand on that, and then of course,
definitely.
That reminds me. Did you hear about who they are considering? Not confirmed, but they're considering to be the new Wolverine.
Mm-mm.
Damn! I saw that a couple days ago. Yeah.
Wait, is this for the Disney Plus show that they announced, or that was a report?
It was a report of just the character itself. I don't know if it's about the show, but
who was it? I don't think I saw this.
I'll drop a little bit of a hint. We've seen him before, but not in the Marvel universe.
Is it Clint Eastwood's son? I've seen pictures.
No.
Wait, you said a character, right? So
it's an individual. It's an actor that we've seen in a comic book franchise, but not in Marvel
or DC.
DC.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's really kind of the only hint I can give you, because if I give you another hint, you're immediately gonna know who it is.
Wait, is it someone big from DC?
Is it Christian Bale?
Yeah, I was thinking something small.
No, Christian Bale I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale is good.
Henry Cavill.
Christian Bale has the voice down pat. The same way he did Batman with "Why do you want to kill me?"
Right.
That's
yeah.
No. It's somebody else.
Christian Bale
somebody else. Good. A little bit more recent.
Okay. Was he in Snyder Cut?
Yes.
I've yet to see that.
So. First of all, wait. Before we get into that, Ernest, what did you think of the original Justice League?
I'm gonna try to be respectful. So it was cool.
Be as disrespectful as you need to be.
We've been shitting on that movie for weeks. Don't worry about it. It's a Jason Momoa.
Listen, I never used to like these wars because I'm into superheroes. I'm into all of that. But the original Justice League, it was good for us at the time when I was younger. I just recently saw it again, probably like a couple years ago. And that shit was ass. I'm sorry. So
this isn't even part of the Marvel versus DC war. This is just objectively the DC universe in general is good.
Absolutely. Because Ernest,
that movie had to go.
Years ago when I saw it, I wish I still had the same mindset I saw it when it first came out. But it's just I got to keep it real, and
I gotta say, I am with you when it comes to being a fan of superhero films. Period. I love. I really want DC to make more good films.
Right.
Because the Snyder Cut to me, I enjoyed it. I even liked Shazam. Shazam was a fun movie.
Shazam was good.
I like
Shazam.
It wasn't amazing, but I had fun watching it. You know,
the thing that which Shazam stuck out in a really nice way because movies like to make foster parents seem like real dickheads. Yeah. So it was really beautiful to show a foster family that had a good family structure. That was very nice.
Like, yo, that's a really cool. Like the mom and dad were just super cool. Like I had this warm feeling seeing them at the dinner table.
Right.
You know, they were really cool peoples. But I have to say, Ernest, the Snyder Cut
phenomenal.
Will make you completely forget about the Justice League.
All of it.
Hold on, Ernest, you haven't seen it yet?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna watch it right after. I was telling Shamoon and Doreen the other day, I'm gonna watch it right after Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I'm gonna watch it. If not tomorrow, sometime next week for sure.
Definitely. Yo, like today, as of now, there's a lot of shows, or I don't want to say shows, media that we need to watch. You know,
Invincible.
I just recently watched Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna reserve my judgment.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I'm gonna reserve my thoughts until tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm doing the Alternative Facts podcast.
I ain't see it yet. How was it? What you think? Because I ain't seen it yet.
Hold on. See, that's the thing.
Which one you
saving all of my thoughts for tomorrow when I do the Alternative Facts podcast.
It sounds like he's going to go off.
All right.
I'm have more here.
I'm saving my thoughts because I want to get everybody else's brain too.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I'm watching tonight.
I will say this.
He looks into the shit on it.
Okay, so
it's trash.
Hey, come on out.
The movie.
No, I haven't seen it.
The movie did what it was supposed to do, right?
I hope it's not shit. I really hope.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the fight scenes.
Okay.
There were even a lot of moves that were literally ripped out of the video game.
Oh, I saw that in the trailer, actually.
But do not come to this movie expecting very smart dialogue and a very smart story.
It's a Mortal Kombat movie. You don't come for dialogue. You come to watch people kill each other.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because I went into this movie knowing that already.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because I'm coming specifically for this, I don't mind it not having these other things.
Right.
Now, if I were just a regular movie head coming to critique this movie,
you crucify it. You crucify it.
I'm going. This is how I'm going to go into this movie. I'm comparing it. It's not even comparing it, but I'm going to keep in mind the old Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's what exactly what I was going to do. Yeah,
it's that kind of dialogue was fine as long as the action's good.
The game dialogue is so good though. So
like that's what
that's why I'm like oh my god, the dialogue in my game is
beautiful. It's a beautiful.
Oh yeah, man.
Dialogue, the action, and everything. So
when
they get it right in a movie, man. That's all.
I got Liu Kang as well, like all that stuff, like the way he speaks, the way
Raiden. I will say this though. This is because it's already been announced that they're trying to build a Mortal Kombat cinematic universe.
Apparently, there's a trilogy on the way.
Everyone's doing it now.
Yeah, and at the very end of this movie, they drop one hint of one specific character that is definitely going to be in the next one.
Johnny Cage, probably.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, don't say it.
I can neither
spoiling shit, Dwayne.
I can neither confirm or deny.
It is.
I can neither confirm or deny, but
there is wasn't in the trailer.
I'm not going to say anything else. But
he wasn't in the trailer. I know.
Solo Khan.
He wasn't in the trailer. He wasn't in the trailer.
I got
Johnny Cage wasn't in the trailer. I'm just saying.
I said that.
No, it's gonna be like a big bad motherfucker. So it's probably like Kotal Khan or something, or like Shang Tsung or something.
I hope.
Well, if you watching the movie, there are little hints of other people that have not shown up yet.
There's so many characters in the MK universe.
So many, and I must warn you, you guys are going to be very upset when one of the characters
dies.
Liu Kang probably do that, huh?
That's how Liu Kang would be out.
No, because if Dwayne's right, I'm kind of getting the gist of where they're going with that.
I'm really trying hard not to spoil it, but it is not Liu Kang.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Are Cassie and Jackie in it, or just Sonya?
I think I've already kind of based on. I'm going on the games on who will die in the film. It would make sense if it's that character. I'm not going to say it, but
Sub-Zero.
So now that GQ has thrown us for a loop, I need to know who. I need to know who Wolverine is. I need to know what the rumor for Wolverine is. Now that he's full like trying to throw the smoke and mirrors crap. No. Now you got to tell us.
Is it
Robbie got me. Okay.
Who is it?
I'm trying to figure out if I should jump in or just tell you.
Even the balloons behind Robbie.
The balloons came out. Was like, I'm gonna know.
Give us one more hint.
Another hint. Okay.
Aside from DC, what else is he in?
Yeah, what other movie did he play in? How many guesses do we get?
Imagine GQ's like, I forgot.
Okay. So, damn, because like the hints that I want to give you are so blatant. It's like
I don't care.
It's just you might as well just hear me tell you what it is.
All right, go ahead.
Give us the blatant hits, GQ.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You said, but you did say he was in the Snyder cut.
Yeah, he was in all of them. He was in the Snyder cut and the regular cut.
All right, so
he was in the Justice League.
Oh shoot! I don't know, man.
Was it Henry?
Jay Jonah.
I'm sorry. What was that, Robbie?
Henry Cavill.
I said that earlier on. You said
I'll give full credit to Shamoon if it's
really I don't want the credit. It's because Chico said nothing to it.
Wait, is it?
Is Henry Cavill?
It's Henry Cavill.
Yes. No.
So how?
No.
This man's never gonna sleep.
I have mixed feelings about it. I'll tell you why. Right? Because in my mind, the person I wanted to be Wolverine was my man from The Boys.
Anthony Starr.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Who plays Homelander? I freaking wanted that
No, not even him. Not even him.
Oh, Carl Urban.
Carl Urban.
Yeah. I looks like Wolverine.
He was wasted on Scourge, honestly.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
like he's a good actor. Scourge was funny, but a talent like that was kind of wasted on a character.
But guys, they could definitely bring him back. I'll tell you why. Gemma Chan, she played Minerva in Captain Marvel, the same actress. She's in Eternals as another character, and because her character died, they were able to kind of make sense of that. So Scourge died in Ragnarok, so they could easily bring in Carl Urban as Wolverine.
They can justify it by just pulling a Master Roshi and just saying, "Deal with it."
So here's the thing, right? So
or multiverse.
Even though they're not going with Carl Urban, I'm not going to be upset just yet because remember, there have been people that have been cast for certain roles, and we look at them and they go, "Please, they're not going to do anything."
Right.
We see them perform, and we go, "Man, I was wrong." Case in point, Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
I was like, the dude from A Knight's Tale is going to be Joker.
And Brokeback Mountain.
The 10 things I hate about you, guy.
Yeah. So then when they actually showed him in action, I was like, my God,
this guy's amazing.
This man is the Joker.
I hate Henry Cavill.
Why?
Why is that?
He's a sellout, man.
I'm indifferent.
How is he a sellout?
He gonna say,
this man might just be in the running for King of the Nerds. He is Witcher,
He is so
Superman.
He's Geralt
Sherlock
of Rivia.
Holmes.
He's Geralt of Rivia, and he did a phenomenal job as Geralt.
Yeah, and he was obsessed with the books. He absolutely loved Witcher. Like prior to it, he's a freaking nerd. He played all the games.
And everyone loves him because they see him building his PCs and shit. So like Henry Cavill gets love from everywhere.
I don't like his face. I don't like his face.
Oh my god!
Dwayne jealous.
Most importantly, I like his dog. His dog is so fucking cute.
Damn it, there you go.
Oh yeah, he's an Alaskan Malamute or something.
So wait a minute. Okay, so
like his dog?
Wait a minute. So Dwayne, your only argument for Henry Cavill to not be Wolverine is the fact that you don't like his face.
And he look.
Is he too good looking or something?
Henry Cavill is a sellout. He said he wasn't gonna play Superman no more, but he came back, did the Snyder Cut like he should. But look, check this out.
No, he didn't actually.
This is my real beef. Look, check this out. This is my real beef with Henry Cavill. Mm-hmm. This is it. He not having no more Superman standalone movies. He only gonna be involved in other people's projects. He sucks as Superman. It's bullshit. I stand on it.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop blaspheming right the goddamn hell now.
I don't think it was his choice. I don't think it was Henry Cavill's choice to not be Superman anymore because of the new direction that they're trying to go.
Yeah. Not just that. Doing a standalone Superman movie in and of itself as a live action tends to be boring because Superman is so overpowered that doing a live action thing just makes him kind of
It's kind of like the Hulk.
So I saw this TikTok. I saw this TikTok video. And there was this guy talking about how instead of doing a standalone Superman movie where he's Black Superman, you should do an Icon movie.
Yes.
The hero from Milestone Comics.
Yeah.
And fought Superman to a standstill.
Yeah, like Icon is almost about the same strength level.
His story is way more compelling.
It is.
I would like that.
Yeah, like they're always trying to take.
I'll send you.
They're always trying to take white superheroes and make them black. There's so many black superheroes who have not.
I'm saying I've been arguing this for years.
Yeah.
We got Bumblebee. We got Icon. We got fucking the Black Green Lantern. Give that man a movie.
Right.
Yeah, he was going to be in the Snyder Cut as well. That's so annoying.
John Stewart was another the John Stewart Green Lantern.
Did you hear who was gonna actually play him? The actors. I think it was Wayne something.
No, who's gonna play him?
That's what I'm saying. His name's Wayne something. I think I can't remember his full name, but
it's me.
It's not Wayne Brady.
It's me.
It better not.
Just type it in.
It's me.
So just go ahead and destroy everybody.
Henry Cavill.
Actually, take that back. Wayne Brady might be a decent Green
Lantern. Wait. Let me have a look.
He's a funny guy. So how no?
Do you know what DC needs to do for a TV series? They need to do a live action Static Shock. We need a live action Static Shock.
Oh, that's why I'm so hard on DC because I love Static Shock.
Directing that. Michael B. Jordan is working on that.
Yes,
I saw that. Yes. I thought it was fake though. I saw that though.
Because
I want to see a Static. No, hold on. Remember. Isn't Michael B. Jordan developing a movie for that?
Yeah, no, a show. He developing a series, like a show.
Series.
Wait,
okay.
Yeah.
Please.
All right.
Please have that happen.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Black Lightning get bored. Black Lightning.
Oh, trust me, yo.
Wait, do you guys know who Wayne T? Do you know who Wayne T. Carr is?
No. What was he in?
Wait, let me share my screen because this is the guy that was cast for Jon Stewart. Because he generally was like, Zack Snyder said this in an interview.
Yeah.
That he was like ready to go. They're going to do. They think they did the scene or they were going to do the scene. It's this guy.
Wayne T. Carr.
No idea who he is.
Let me share your screen.
Zoom in. Oh, damn.
Yeah, can you zoom in?
Wait. Let me do that thing I did last time. That will.
Hold gentleman.
Oh.
Wait, hold up.
He looks kind of.
Do that
again. All right, here you go. Check this out.
Hold on, let me go to. Here we go.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, you know what? That's perfect. He'd be perfect.
That's great.
Yeah, he does look. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
no, it's quite cool.
There's only one other person who I was also thinking would be like a perfect Jon Stewart Green Lantern, and that's David Ramsey.
Okay.
From Arrow.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what about the people that they're considering to replace T'Challa?
I say don't replace
him. Don't replace him, man.
Don't replace him. Just have a new.
Wait, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we discussed this.
Yeah,
with,
we discussed this.
Mitch.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
We've done discussed.
Yeah.
We've been over.
Somebody said John David Washington. Somebody said John David Washington.
No.
The closest name we came up with was the dude who played Adebisi from Oz. That was like, and we wasn't even serious when we said that.
Bro, we were not serious when we were doing that shit.
I think it was the dude from Leverage.
Oh yeah, the dude from Invisible Man.
Hey, that's not bad though. He good.
Wait, who said
he's too tall for the role though?
Wait, who said Chris Tucker? Are you one of you boys said something
Yeah,
else?
I can't do this.
Forever, man.
Just have him walk out in full Ruby Rod gear too.
And you know this, man. You didn't put all these trees.
Imagine him reacting to the Dora Milaje, like his reaction. We could have been something together. Were you going crazy?
They be like, "Can you share some vibrator?" Like, you didn't put in on this, man.
Oh no! Nah, you guys. Oh,
yeah, we had some. How many like one vibranium arm? Wait a minute!
Oh wait, who else did we come up with, Eddie? We came up with some.
I said Ving Rhames or somebody like that.
Hell no.
Ving Rhames?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know if I'm going to take him seriously.
We said him. We said Adebisi. We said like I said, Invisible Man, the detective from Invisible Man.
Right.
And, who else we said?
If we're gonna go full disrespect, let's just go all the way. Kevin Hart.
Hey,
if we're going full, we're going to go Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. I love that
all
man.
of them.
Wait! I said Dave Chappelle. Do you remember?
Yeah.
We're gonna have all of these short jokes. We're gonna just have Batman making short jokes the entire freaking time.
Or you know what? Eddie Murphy. While we're at it.
Did you see that?
While we're at it, why not throw Eddie Murphy in there? Come out of this dude looking like Rasputia.
He gonna play everybody
And with that, GQ has lost control of his podcast.
It's spiraled out of control. We got Kevin Hart. We got Kevin Hart Green Lantern. We got Dwayne Hurt as the Patriot. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, that was such a fun stream, man. Like, we were going up so much.
Bernie Mac.
Bringing him back. Wait a minute.
He's dead though.
That's my Just dude. When we couldn't get any more disrespectful, we bring people back from the dead.
If we can bring back dead people, then I'm gonna have to say Charlie Murphy.
Right.
If we're bringing back dead people,
Rick James, bitch.
DMX. All right, DMX.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to DMX calm down before he can do it because he's gonna be barking every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can't have a guy in a Panther suit barking at people.
If we're bringing dead people back, Michael Clark Duncan as M'Baku.
I said Shaq as M'Baku though.
Man. So wait. So it makes me curious as to how good Black Adam is going to be.
Wow.
Because Black Adam with The Rock is supposed to be coming out when? Next month? I mean, next year?
Next month would have been amazing.
Next month.
I think it's next year.
Hey, you playing with my emotions, man.
Yeah, probably.
No, I think it's next year because I think he's in the middle of
Next year. It's next year.
Yeah, they just began filming.
Isn't that the end of next year?
Yeah.
Is it?
I know. I'm just asking. Wait, hold on.
It might be this time next year or summertime next year, but
But next year, in the same month, we're getting The Batman and Doctor Strange 2, which is going to be an insane month.
Hey, that Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, that's going to be good.
I thought you were going to say it's trash for a second.
Now that Black Adam,
I'm really excited, bro.
Look, the Black Adam with The Rock, that's going to be trash.
Black Adam,
I knew it.
Black Adam is going
to be in that movie, sir.
Black Adam is coming out 2022 in the summer.
Okay.
Oh.
That movie gonna be trash.
What's that competing with? Oh, that's competing with Black Panther the same month as well.
Hold on, Black Panther come out?
It's coming out July, I think.
Black Panther in the summer.
The show. Hold on, are they doing the Black Panther show or movie?
No, they're doing a Black Panther movie, but they're doing a Wakanda series.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's coming out the same month.
I've got something to say, just on the timing of everything. And I just want to get everybody's opinion. If you had to choose, because the average consumer is only going to see like one movie a month, if they're going to go see a movie in a month. The average consumer, what are they going to go see? A Marvel film or a DC film?
Oh,
Marvel.
They're probably going to see a Marvel film because of their track history of
right.
Yeah.
Right. Warner Brothers is shooting themselves in the foot right now. Warner Brothers is absolutely shooting themselves in the foot.
Also, because everyone's tired of seeing a new Batman every couple years. Like every couple years, new Batman, and it's the origin story all over. Like, okay, we've seen it happen. We've all seen Bruce's parents get shot a million times, and it's kind of getting old.
I mean, Ben Affleck.
That's why Spider-Man: Homecoming was so well done, because they skipped the Uncle Ben stuff and they went straight into it.
Yeah.
I know so many people that were annoyed with Homecoming because of not having Uncle Ben, but again, it'll happen again. We don't want to see Uncle Ben die the third time.
Exactly.
That was precisely the reason.
That's why it made more sense to introduce him in Civil War.
That was precisely the reason people despised the Amazing Spider-Man movie, because we went through that whole process again of Uncle Ben getting killed.
Right.
And then from there, he's playing basketball.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that confused me. The Amazing Spider-Man, Peter Parker, who's supposed to be a nerd,
he was way too cool.
Skateboarding around school.
Way too cool as Peter Parker.
He was.
He was like Spider-Man, but without the suit. That's
he was
how
almost
I saw
too confident before he got his powers.
Way too confident.
Yeah. The best part of that movie was when Gwen died.
Wow! Wow!
Get out! You're ejected.
Wow. That got dark. That got dark.
When that web went out and you could see it up, man, if you don't get sad.
Wait a minute. Wait, Dwayne.
What's wrong with you?
Dwayne, I gotta ask you. Dwayne. That scene where she dies, what did you like the most?
That was
the part where she snapped her neck? Or the part where the web was reaching out for her and couldn't catch her?
I know what he's going to say.
The part... I like both of them parts. But...
Okay, hang on. I got one. Dwayne.
You know what's messed up? I watched that movie. Me and my brother watched that movie the first time when it first came out. And guess what? I almost said, I was like, damn, this motherfucker. Yeah, man. I thought he was going to catch her. But
okay, Dwayne. So when you're watching The Lion King, are you like cheering for Scar?
Hey, he got a point.
He was cheering for Thanos to do the snap.
I want to make another point. Why is it every time that someone's celebrating a white person dying, it's Dwayne? Why?
Oh, come on, Dwayne. Come on, Dwayne. That's my job.
Dwayne
Dwayne. Even I felt that.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Go ahead and answer the question, Dwayne.
Which one you want to answer first?
All of them.
All right, so in Lion King.
Wait. Hold on. No. All right, now answer the question.
So what happened was
in Lion King, when Scar pushed Mufasa up off that rock right there.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I was mad for years. Now when I watch it, I'll be like, ha!
Older, you're like,
Why would he, out of all places, climb up there? He should have stood in that stampede, he got his son out there. But that boy, he knew how dirty his brother was. He knew he wasn't gonna help him.
You said Mufasa should have stayed down, huh?
Mufasa should have jumped he should have jumped on another rock. He should have jumped on another rock. Okay.
But that doesn't answer the question of why the celebration
Robbie's
somebody white gets killed on screen.
I mean, we've been celebrating black people getting killed all the time.
Oh.
We've been mad.
Never celebrated black people.
Look, I've been mad for years. Black people. Mekhi Phifer, check this out. This is a fact right here. Mekhi Phifer dies. And go back and look at his movie history. Mekhi Phifer dies in every damn thing he played.
Right.
He done died in everything.
So you're basically carrying with you unresolved issues that you have with other movies.
Yeah.
And that's why you celebrate when a white person gets killed in a movie.
Why was she even there?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to defend my boy Mekhi Phifer right quick.
The best way to solve your problem, Dwayne, just take an afternoon and watch Django, and you'll be happy.
Right.
It'll brighten your day. Somebody like you.
Actually, you want a good one? Watch The Hateful Eight.
Oh, that's a long joint, right? That joint, long. That's good.
It's an extra long movie for you to enjoy. Getting murdered.
Alternatively, if he just wants to watch the same main white character die over and over again, just watch a bunch of Chris Pine movies.
There we go.
That's a great one.
There we go.
Because he always dies.
Wait, Sean Bean. Sean Bean dies like.
Oh. Sean Bean dies a lot.
My point is, Gwen died in that movie, and I was like, damn. That was messed up. That's the best part of the movie.
But you're Dwayne. You sound like the kind of guy. Dwayne sounded like the kind of guy that would have a round of applause when Tony died. Like,
bro, don't even go there. No.
I feel like Dwayne. I feel like that part where Iron Man died. Dwayne was like.
You know what? No more. To be fair, you could start a slow clap for that, and it'd be a good thing because that was an amazing performance on RDJ's part. So I'd still have given him a slow clap.
Dwayne,
because of how amazing that
was. Brother got barbecue.
Dwayne's like, finally.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Why can't I imagine this?
Dwayne's like, they killed this cracker. Hey, barbecue in my place.
No more white privilege for him, yo. Let's get it.
I'm gonna give y'all a real. God. I'm gonna give you one moment where a black person. All right, look, where a black person.
Listen, I'm usually with you on this, but
it happened. It happened to a black person, and I laughed.
Okay.
Will Smith. Okay, it was a real serious moment. Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness, right? At the end, when he got his job, all right, the first time I watched it, it was sad as hell.
Hell yeah.
But when I catch Will Smith, when the dude was like, was it, you gave him the job, right? He was like, was it easy? He's like, when I catch it at that part, I'm fucking laughing. He's like, no, sir. Because
I can't laugh.
Hey!
Remember Will Smith gave him.
What's up?
Everybody, that's my sister, guys.
Hello.
What's up?
Everybody, meet sister, meet everybody.
That's not my name.
Big screen yourself, right quick.
Hold on, let me. Boom.
There
everybody, that is Naomi.
What's up?
What's up?
Naomi, say hi to Shamoon, Robbie Whitaker, Ernest, D. Hurt, and of course our cousin.
Hi guys.
Hi, have we met?
I hope so.
But y'all remember
your disturbing details, Dwayne.
Okay, hold on. Actually, one thing I did want to say though about the actual episode that we were initially speaking of 10 years ago. I'm still surprised Spider-Man never showed up because they were in New York.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Isn't he still on the run?
That seems like a very Peter Parker thing to go
I was
to.
going to say that. Isn't he still
He's
on
still on the run?
Oh, shit, true.
Oh.
He's still on the run because they just put him out there. They just made him look like, public enemy number one.
Then honestly,
they'll
probably explain
then
that,
this
yeah.
would have been the perfect time for him to jump in and be like, "See, I'm with the new Captain America."
He could be Night Monkey again. He could literally just do that and come in.
Wait a minute. Do you think the whole Night Monkey character might be controversial in this type of series?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Yes.
Only if you were black.
People, of course, on a black.
Only if you were black.
That would go down hard. That would go down bad.
Yeah, that might be a little tough to guide.
If they had Miles Morales, if you had Miles Morales being Night Monkey, that would have been racist. That would have been some.
That would have been.
There we go.
Oh yeah. I would.
Yeah,
but
I'm saying
like Night Monkey, nigga. You go by Night Monkey. Fuck you talking about? I ain't no monkey, nigga.
We went through a whole series, talking about racial equality, and here swings in Night Monkey.
Swinging it.
Night Monkey. What that is? Oh, my man got some chips.
Can I get one?
You got the chips.
Big chips.
Okay. You about to make us hungry up in this one.
It's enough. It's the Frieza debate all over again. You can't have black sayings just because Frieza would be like, "Hello, monkeys," and it all would be ruined.
Yeah. Yo, I was the number one person that always said that Frieza was racist.
Frieza is one racist ass motherfucker.
Yep.
He is strong. He is cool. That last episode of Tournament of Power was phenomenal. How he
very Jiren, racist as hell.
But Frieza is one racist motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Shame, because he's really, really funny too.
He really is. Like he's as a character, Frieza is so entertaining. Yeah. That's why I'm so happy they brought him back because he's a great character. Yeah. I don't know why people are still debating who the best villain is. It's self-evident.
Oh, right, come on.
I hope y'all don't catch no seizure watching this shit.
Which villain was it that took more episodes to defeat between Frieza, Cell, and Boo?
Probably Majin Buu, just because he had 3 different forms to go. Actually, no, Cell also had 3 transformations. I don't know.
Yeah, Cell. That shit went on for a long time.
Why do they always have 3 transformations?
And they all long as hell.
Hey, so I just thought of this. This is actually back to the original topic at hand with Marvel and like theory crafting and future stuff.
All right.
Which, by the way, I think that's what we were supposed to be talking about. And
then we went off like an hour.
We went on a tangent. Our tangent took a tangent.
Yeah.
Do you think Kang the Conqueror is going to be the next Thanos for the MCU? Where it's like every single movie is hinting at Thanos or at Kang the Conqueror getting closer and closer to breaking into our dimension.
Well, Ant-Man, because he's in Ant-Man 3. I want to see him in a post-credit scene first because we've still got so many projects ahead of Ant-Man 3. So perhaps it's kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy situation where we see him at the end of like a big film and then we actually see him in a film like we did with Thanos because we saw him in the Guardians film like properly. Then that might be his debut in Ant-Man, maybe.
So
gas on the grill? Gas
in
the tank? If they do,
not real bets, but let's make our predictions right now as we're documenting it on video. Right? How many of you guys think it's going to be Kang that's going to be the big bad over a series of movies? Yeah. How many of you guys think it's going to be Dr. Doom or Galactus?
I think Doctor Doom and Galactus, just because they're trying to bring the Fantastic Four into it.
I agree. I think Doctor Doom is definitely going to play that part, but we've never seen Galactus like fully as a person.
Yeah, and exactly.
We need to do that. Silver Surfer needs to jump up in there. Silver Surfer needs to jump up in that joint.
So exactly. So if they do Fantastic Four correctly, they can get Doctor Doom in, and then have Fantastic Silver Surfer and Galactus.
Wasn't there a Silver Surfer project in development? This was I think around just after Endgame had dropped. There was a rumor about that, that he was going to get his own little series.
No, we never heard about it ever again.
That probably was just a rumor then, but I think they're definitely working on something.
Yeah. I've got an even crazier theory. If we're going the Galactus route, I think we are going to see Marvel for the next 7-8 years try to beg Chris Evans to do one more movie, and then they're going.
There was a rumor.
Yeah.
Then they're going to use the quantum technology because remember they aged and reversed age Ant-Man.
Oh god, I hope they do that.
Yes, they made him a baby.
Captain America's really on the moon, or he's really hidden somewhere. And
why would they say that at the beginning? He's on the moon,
and why would they keep that joke going?
Yeah,
I think
because there might be some type of payoff to that.
Mm-hmm. I think they're going to beg Chris Evans to come back for one movie, and Doctor Strange and all of the big heroes go, we need a unifying person, and they're going to ask Steve Evans to come back for one final fight.
Steve Evans, I love that.
Chris Evans, sorry.
I love that.
I say I vote we legally change Chris Evans' first name to Steve.
I agree.
Wait,
Chris Evans, you don't have a say in the matter.
That was a great point. Whoever brought that up about the quantum thing. Could you imagine they did that with Isaiah Bradley? And make him young again. Man. And then get him, get Sam, get Steve, get John, get basically all the Caps together. How freaking insane would that be? And Patriot as well. Let's get them all.
Please. Wow. We do that,
get
please.
Bucky coming in.
We call the group. We call the group Stars and Stripes.
Oh.
Yo!
My God.
Shut up and take my money, Marvel. Shut up and take my money.
Dude,
shut up and take my money.
No, they need to pay us for these ideas. No, give up.
Now, I have a speculation, though. Because, two different speculations. If I'm not mistaken, this Sunday, is it the Oscars or the Emmys?
Oscars.
I think the Oscars.
Oscars. Okay. One of the directors that's directing Eternals is nominated for an award. If that person wins, I think Marvel is going to be very fast to release their trailer for the Eternals, and they'll be very quick to put Academy Award winner, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Eternals, and then they show the Eternals trailer. I do also think that might be an allusion to Hyperion entering into the Marvel Universe, because remember, when
he's an Eternal.
The Eternals planet got destroyed, he was sent to Earth, just like Superman was sent from Krypton.
Ooh.
That could be an introduction to Hyperion. Who would play Hyperion?
Oh, that's actually a great point, because yes, he's like the last sort of. He's pretty much the last of his race, right? I think that's why
he's the last Eternal.
Shit! Oh my god! So what if we actually? That could be the setup in this film, because during Endgame, apparently they said this is going to catch up to Endgame with the Eternals movie. What if Hyperion kind of comes out of that? Like, oh my god, that would be crazy.
That would be cool, and because they said that they're supposed to be showing the childhood of Thanos as well. They're supposed to be showing Thanos growing up.
Jim Starlin said this. I think the creator of Thanos said that he was going to appear. They're not done with Thanos. That's what he said. So,
did you guys hear the Love and Thunder casting leak by Russell Crowe?
Oh,
I did. I heard about that. I'm very excited.
Russell Crowe's Zeus.
That's
what is he going to be playing?
Zeus.
So that means Hercules is going to be there?
We're going to get a Hercules. That means we're going to get the romance between Thor and Hercules.
Oh, Hercules is rumored for Eternals.
That would
it would
be
make
so
sense
cool.
If he shows up in that.
That's dope.
Hold up a sec. I actually posted about this a while ago on my Instagram, like this Hercules rumor, and I think Luke Evans was like a rumor, but I don't think he would be great, because I feel like Hercules needs to be freaking huge, like Hulk.
Yeah. Hercules needs to be rock sized. Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson size.
Hercules.
Yeah.
He did play Hercules.
He did play Hercules.
We're not going to talk about that. I was just giving a comparison.
Speaking of actors who played Hercules, actually, who might be big enough to play Hyperion, I'd say, because I just looked him up to see how big he is. It's a pretty big dude. So another guy who played Hercules, what's his name? Kalen Lutz or something?
Oh, that's a difficult casting.
It is like his. I'm not saying he's the world's greatest actor, but he does have the build and the look for it.
Guys, anybody can play Hercules if you give them long enough and give them enough magic in a bottle.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
Steroids.
It's the sad truth. Don't a lot of these actors take that? Even if
hey, man, if actors are allowed to wear makeup, they should be allowed to take steroids.
Okay, you cannot convince me Bradley Cooper put on 35 pounds of muscle in 3 months naturally. I
wouldn't be surprised if he was on a low dose. I would not be surprised.
That's not even a low dose at that point. Like that is like he was spiking. Like his trainer was spiking every single one of them protein shakes. Every single one of them.
So now my question is, what do they
work
take?
Out all of it.
What do they take usually in Hollywood to slim down?
It's a supplement.
Dwayne knows.
Oh dang! It's a supplement. I looked it up too. I was like, damn, these people.
It's dangerous as hell. I'm not taking it, but
I'm not like Michael B. Jordan is taking it. The Rock takes it. Yep. It's a lot of people that take. I forgot the name of it, but you can look it up. It's yeah.
Y'all remember when 50 Cent he did that role for that movie that never got?
Yeah, the one where he lost all that weight. He was a cancer patient.
Yeah, he took that supplement, whatever it was called. It's like something. It's like Silas something. But yeah,
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, yeah, that's because you gotta wonder. Well, then at the same time, with Disney being such a clean cut company,
allegedly,
do you think they would encourage their Marvel actors and actresses to take those supplements?
Because it's the image. It's the clean image.
They're under contract to look good for the role.
To look good, not to be good.
Yeah, it's all about the image.
Also, just a side thing. Have you noticed that people put up billboards in California or some shit to bring Robert Downey Jr. back? No, the man played Iron Man for 11 glorious years.
He's made it very clear he's not going to come back for a while at least. Like he's done.
Like he's played it beautifully. He's done a great job. Let him be done with it. He's
right off in the sunset. I think his last part.
He's doing Sherlock Holmes again, and that's just
Yeah, but I think his last part documented was coming up in Black Widow. He's going to be in Black Widow.
Yeah,
right.
So
I think that's it.
I can't find the name of the supplement.
Also, if they bring him back, it will just cheapen his death in Endgame.
It would.
That's what a lot of people would say as well.
Like, because imagine they bring Tony Stark back, and then you watch Endgame later on, like, I am Iron Man, snaps, and you're like, okay, whatever, we know you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I know you come back later, so I'm not affected by this.
Yeah. So it's like when you see the guys dying in Supernatural, you're like, okay, well, I know you're not going to be staying fucking dead, so whatever.
Well, spoiler: have you not seen the end of Supernatural?
I haven't, but go ahead.
Spoiler:
they really did.
Yeah,
they die. Like Sam gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
Or no,
honestly, it's about
by a meat hook. He dies.
It's about damn time.
Sam lives out his life.
Sam lives? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Sam retires, lives, has a couple kids, gets married.
Nice. I'm probably not going to finish it anyway, so you haven't.
I told myself I wasn't going to do it anyway.
It's 15 seasons. I mean, come on.
So,
not even worth it.
2 points. 2 points I want to make. One, I really want Robert Downey Jr. to come back and voice Ironheart's version of Jarvis. I want him to be the voice of Jarvis.
Okay, that would be nice. To have him do something, that would be great.
Second, at least in regards to the supplements that celebrities are taking, there's a slimming agent out there that also allows you is a muscle denser. Like it causes a denser, drier look that's much more dangerous, that isn't banned by Hollywood right now. I guarantee you that's what they're going to start taking.
That's why I was like, I would not take that shit. I don't care how much money they're paying me now.
Well,
it has very, very dramatic long-term effects, I'm assuming.
Yeah, your dick gonna fall off.
That we know of. it's dangerous in the sense that we don't know. So it's dangerous in the sense that we don't know what it does because we've only had it for about 15 years. It was actually originally developed as male birth control in Germany. And that's what it was originally tested at. Then they had guys putting on 9 pounds of dry muscle without changing anything in their diets or exercising any extra. And the World Anti-Doping Agency lost their minds and like, we got to get this banned everywhere.
It's crazy.
Yeah, if you take it, your dick gonna fall off. That's what I heard.
What?
Gwen's like, Gwen's saying, are you saying this out of experience?
That's
Gwen's like, your dick gonna fall off.
Be careful, people.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen. I'm telling y'all.
Don't use it.
Yo, I think we've reached the end.
Oh, this was too fun, man.
This was fun. I know next week they have a
those pills.
They have a behind the scenes special that they're going to be doing for Falcon and Winter Soldier because I know that at the end of every series they're going to have a behind the scenes special the following week.
Right.
I think there's a break now because next month there's Black Widow is supposed to be coming out next month.
Yeah, it's July, isn't it?
I thought it was
July.
So we've got a 6-7 week break now. Then we got Loki. Then we have Black Widow.
So what do we? I'm trying to figure out what we do within that 7-week break.
I like how you did.
Oh yeah, Bad Batch is actually.
I've been torn. I've been very torn.
But Invincible.
I was gonna say I've been torn between Bad Batch and Invincible because I just saw the last episode of Invincible today before getting on.
Haven't seen it yet. That good?
I need to see all of it. I'm probably gonna watch it.
Is that the official last episode of the season for Invincible?
What, Invincible?
Yeah. Is that, or is it any more?
I think there's more.
Oh damn.
Okay.
And there better be more because I need answers.
Wait, would you say this is more effed up than The Boys? Because people have said it's more effed up than that.
It's way more effed up than The Boys, especially with this last episode. First of all, if you've watched the first episode, you already got a feel of, dang, this is really crazy, but I need to know why this happened.
Right.
And now,
nobody's safe.
This episode that just dropped, oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm so watching it.
I got 2 episodes I got to catch up on, and I'll be right.
Yeah, same here.
So that's your homework, guys.
I'm
definitely going to look into Bad Batch because I definitely promised Robbie that we would talk about it. And Invincible is definitely something I want to consider as well. I might have to switch up some of the days, though, for some of those discussions, just to kind of give some breathing room between shows.
What day does What day do the Invincible episodes drop?
Friday. It'd be
like
Friday.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Friday, and I think they're on. How many episodes are out now? I think there's like 9. Hold on.
Damn.
Oh, no,
I was thinking we could all do like a watch party
like
for
6 or 7, right?
Yeah.
I think it might be 7 or 8. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, it might be 7. I think probably 8.
Check right
so while he's looking
because
up,
right now that show, if you like superhero shows, but you want something like refreshing and new that's not Marvel or DC, Invincible is the move.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the first episode of Invincible, I was watching it and I was like, wait, am I supposed to recognize this? And then it clicked to me. I was like, oh shit, this is neither DC nor Marvel. It's something completely new. And that was actually that was really nice to have for a minute. Like I didn't have to have any prior knowledge of anything. Just come in.
Yeah, this is one of the first shows that I'm watching where I've never read the comic, even though there's a comic in existence. But now I'm refusing to read the comic until I see the full series.
Right.
And then I'm going to go back to the comic and compare them because I don't want anything spoiled. Because from what I understand, that first episode, that's that thing that happens at the end of that first episode, wasn't supposed to happen until much, much later. But with the series, they went straight into it. They didn't waste any time.
Yeah, they definitely did.
So let me see.
Oh, and GQ, did you ever check out that show on Hulu, The Awesomes?
No, that was it was bothering me. I was like, yo, Justin told me to watch a show, and I don't remember what it is. So The Awesomes.
What's it called again? You said The Awesomes.
Yeah, it's like from the people that are on SNL. It's like Seth Meyers, Kenan Thompson, those guys.
Oh, guys. Invincible is 7 episodes so far.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's like 40 minutes per episode. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is actually really nice because usually it's like 20, 25 minutes. So they're longer episodes. So it's
nice and very intense.
Oh, very damn.
Nice.
So until Loki drops, Bad Batch and Invincible is what I'm probably going to be doing some content on.
Okay.
So I will be reaching out to you guys to let you know what days I may do them.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys could send me your availability throughout the week, so I can make arrangements according to the show and according to your availability, and then we'll work something out.
Got you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So that sounds like a plan. Any closing statements anybody would like to make before we wrap up?
I was just trying to think of any other New York-based superheroes, Marvel, who would have.
What about the Marvel Knights? Like the guys like Punisher, Daredevil, those kind of guys. Like, I'm surprised we didn't even get like a teaser of any one of those guys, especially
Luke Cage.
Especially Daredevil.
Luke Cage would have fit really well with
Luke. Yes.
I would have loved to see Kingpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone thought he was gonna be the power broker, but
yeah,
I would have loved to see.
Luke Cage actually would have been a very good addition to that episode.
He would have.
I still wish they put him in Infinity War because that was something they said that was going to happen, but they said it wouldn't have given him the justice because it just would have been a cameo. But I would take a cameo for him anyway.
Yeah. Just to get them on screen like that, because they.
Oh, that'd be huge, wouldn't it?
Right.
So, I guess my kind of closing thought is Captain America has been my favorite superhero since I was like 4. Like Steve Rogers has been the hero I watched. I was the scrawny kid that got picked on. I was that kid.
Now Robbie's had the serum.
I wish I had the serum. I wish, but I wouldn't have had the back injuries I did if I had the serum. So, but that's neither here nor there. But to see the end of the Steve Rogers chapter absolutely broke my heart as a fan. But I am okay with how Marvel's taken this, and I'm more than happy to see Sam Wilson wield the shield.
Yeah.
I agree. Especially since he's the person that Cap chose.
Yeah.
Out of respect for the original Cap. Yeah.
Oh, and on that note, that was actually something they also mentioned in the episode. Someone was like, "Oh, you're the new Captain America. Who appointed you?" I'm like, bitch, Steve Rogers.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Like whose authority am I under? Nobody's. Steve Rogers said I could take over. So in your face. I'm not blacking out.
This shield isn't government property. These nuts are not government property. So
all right. Sir Ernest, closing statements.
Oh man, I love this. This was great. At first I was like Black Captain America. That sounds cute. And all, but now that I saw it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm more interested in this. I think he's gonna bring something new, something. Obviously, Steve saw something in him, but I think he's gonna bring something new in the sense that he's going to be more of a vocal fighter, is how I'm gonna put it. Like he's gonna try to, not just be brute strength, but fight with intelligence as well. And I like that, So
yeah, and Sam has this approach of talk first and then fight later, because you look at how he approached Carly.
Yeah,
he was trying to reason with Carly, and it almost seemed as if he was getting through before Walker came in and screwed things.
Yeah, it almost worked. And the blocking in that shot was nice because he was sitting with her to his back toward her, so he let her know with his posture, I don't even see you as a threat right now. We are just talking.
Yep.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Closing statements just in case.
Well, hail Feige. Hashtag Black Captain America.
Hey.
And also, it was just hilarious to have someone yell, "Is that Captain Falcon?" I was like, okay, we got the Smash Bros. Reference. But no, it was phenomenal to see. I can understand why a Black Captain America is a tough thing to do, and they did it properly. They did it. Yeah. They went through everything of it, like the history and why it makes sense for him to want to do it now. So Yeah, it was a very beautifully approached, and I think they did something fantastic here.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Sham.
So this series was, I really like what they did for the characters. You know, really getting to understand Sam as a person and understanding why Steve didn't hesitate in giving him the shield, and also speaking to Bucky about that, and just the journey that him and Bucky have together, because like they despised each other before, and like in a way they realize that Steve brought them together, and then you just see how like it all comes, and then that whole ending and seeing where he's gonna go with finally being Captain America. It's really cool, and the stuff with Isaiah, all the other characters involved in the series, I like what they did. I mean, there's obviously things that weren't perfect about the show, just like how it's rushed a little bit and the writing. And I know I can understand how COVID kind of got in the way of certain things, but nevertheless, there was some great things about the show, and I've definitely preferred it to WandaVision. You know, so I'm really glad that we had this show.
I mean, I love WandaVision, but I feel you on it.
I mean, WandaVision was
I
like
love how we were all talking shit about WandaVision on episode 1 and 2, and then episode 3 came out. We're like, okay, let's see what's happening here.
Same. So I mean, just to close out, like I'm looking forward to if they do a season 2, or the Captain America film that they do with Sam, because that's definitely going to be interesting what they do with that.
Yeah.
Because once they take the Black Captain America thing to the big screen, Marvel might end racism.
Hey, you never know. Imagine. You never know, man. Marvel has done things before.
Do you know what? I really hope they do. So. One of you said this earlier on about the thing with Sam fighting US Agent, that comic book scene. That could be a big possibility in that film now, because US Agent's a thing now. It would be so cool if they actually do have a fight. And again, John Walker, I liked his character, although a lot of people didn't. But I love what they did with him. I think it's so great to see what they've done as well. But I'm just really looking forward to more about this kind of story. And dude, that next film is going to be huge.
Yeah,
it is. And last but not least, Mr. Hertz, talk to us.
I love it, but still I have a question. Do y'all think Sam will take that damn serum eventually? He's gonna have
I don't think so. No,
he's gonna get juiced.
That's what makes him different.
I'm sticking with my original theory. If he does end up juicing in a way, it's going to be the herb-shaped fruit from Wakanda, not the super soldier serum.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Or they take a page out of the actual Patriot story, and it's a blood transfusion from Isaiah Bradley.
Okay.
That's what I think. Robbie, you said that last time, didn't you?
That's good.
Yeah, because that's how the Patriot gets his powers. He takes steroids to make it look like he has his dad's or his grandpa's powers. Then he gets critically injured. His grandpa goes, "You're a moron." Gives him a blood transfusion, and then he gets the actual Patriot powers.
Oh,
yeah.
That might be a good way for Sam to get his powers. Also true.
Might be. But bottom line is, people, I think this joint was off the chain, man. This was off the chain. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was an important part in it. Damn, Sam killed the show. I think he my favorite character in this episode. He did his thing. He showed me that yes, he can carry the shield. He can carry the throne.
Yep.
It's time. Him and Bucky. But it can't just be him in the movie by himself. Bucky has to be in the movie too. It can't just be him.
I think he can hold his own.
But that's how Captain America's movies have always been. It's always been more of an ensemble type thing. It's not
right.
Yeah.
Like even what's it called? Civil War felt like
Avengers 2.5.
It was basically Avengers for me.
Right.
Also, again, I have to give glory to fucking Anthony Mackie here for that monologue he delivered at the end.
Yes.
The only thing I could say after he finished that speech was, "Nigga."
Powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah, it was powerful. It was powerful.
I'm gonna say this. I gotta give Marvel their credit for they're doing. Of course, DC sucks, but
yeah.
You just started a nerd war. Thank you.
Wow.
With the black characters, they're really they're really showing a lot of love to them. And
they're doing it the right way as well. Because Black Lightning, and Black Lightning does a terrible job.
Yes.
No, Ernie, I misheard that. I thought he said the white way for a second. I genuinely thought you said. I was like, wait, did he say white? I was like, what?
Right way. They're doing
There's a right way to do this?
The right way.
I honestly have one earphone in. I misheard that badly. I was like, wait.
I mean, there's a white way to cast black people. Just look at the Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
I went there.
Dude disguised as another dude.
Right.
Hey, that's my movie though. That's my movie right there.
Yeah, I can't believe. What do you mean, you people?
Yeah. All right, man. With that, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you all for watching. It's been a really good journey, man, and it's been a really good series to enjoy. Watching it unfold before our very eyes and discussing our thoughts, our predictions, our theories. But we will be back. We have lots of other shows to discuss, man. We got Bad Batch coming. We got Invincible. Oh, man, Invincible. Oh, Lord. And then, of course, when Loki drops, you could expect the same crew back here talking about it. So, once again, take it easy, everybody, and y'all have a wonderful rest of the day.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah.